morning, everyone. This webinar started as a result of some legislation that was passed this summer in 2014 called Public Act 1439, an act establishing the Office of Early Childhood, expanding opportunities for early childhood education, and concerning dyslexia and special education. The specific language we're addressing in this webinar today from this legislation says that not later than January 1st, 2015, the Department of Ed shall add SLD dyslexia under specific learning disabilities in the primary disability section of the individualized education program form used by planning and placement teams for the provision of special education and related services to children requiring special ed and related services. In response to this legislation, the department has assembled an internal SLD dyslexia advisory group to address the requirements of the legislation and consider the needs of the field regarding the upcoming change in the primary disability section of the IEP. We also compiled an external SLD dyslexia work group comprised of a wide range of stakeholders who have met monthly to guide the department. The specific actions taken by the department were we revised the IEP document, which you'll see in a minute. We have revised the IEP manual to provide more specific guidance regarding the identification of dyslexia. We communicated these changes to the electronic IEP vendors, and we changed the CDAC data collection system. And so you'll see on this next slide, this is the new first page of the IEP, or the first page of the IEP with the SLD dyslexia identification right underneath specific learning disabilities. The objectives of the SLD dyslexia work group were to explore issues surrounding the identification and instruction of students with dyslexia. We reviewed and identified a shared understanding and definition of dyslexia. We've identified pertinent legislation and implementation practices from other states, which we continue to explore. And we have discussed evidence-based practices for the screening, identification, and instruction of students with dyslexia. We have developed the frequently asked questions documents. The 5 initial frequently asked questions are posted on the State Department of Ed's website. The first question is, what is dyslexia? And that will be covered shortly. It is our definition of dyslexia. We also have, who can identify a child with dyslexia? What is a comprehensive evaluation for a child suspected of having dyslexia? Is a child identified with dyslexia automatically qualified for special education services? And what is appropriate specialized instruction for a student? Additional frequently asked questions will be posted as needed. So you can find the frequently asked questions under the eligibility document section of the State Department of Ed's website, as well as on CERC's website. And the responses to these questions are initially based from information from the Learning Disability Guidelines and updated with new research and input from the Dyslexia Work Group. The complete working definition of dyslexia can be found, as I said, in the frequently asked question. The first question, what is dyslexia? And the IEP manual contains both the IDEA definition of specific learning disabilities as well as the beginning definition of our working definition of dyslexia.